Hi, I'm Steve Gladis, and I just want to say a few words about my friend Susie Pomerantz. Susie was actually a student of mine at one point when I was at the University of Virginia, at the Northern Virginia Center. I was teaching some classes there, and she took several of them, and we got to know each other after class. She would come and talk, and we got to know a lot about each other. And when I was getting ready to retire from that job or move on to my next career, um, I mentioned it to Susie, and she said, "Well, let's get coffee and talk about it." So we met over at Tyson's too. I'll never forget it, at the Starbucks over there, and she said to me, "Well, what do you want to do? Where are you now? What do you want to do?" Kind of thing, she said at the outset, she said, "You might want to think about becoming a coach because it plays to some of your strengths." And I kind of, what is that all about? She said, "Well, let me coach you for a little bit. And we'll see. I'll show you what it's about rather than just tell you about it." And she did that. Asked me, where I was, what I want to do, what were my values, and really coached me for about 20 minutes. And she said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Gee, that was really good." And I decided at that moment to really look into coaching, which I did, and later became a coach. And for 18 years have been a coach, and hopefully pretty successful at it, largely because of Susie. Because those first 2 years, I'd call her up with all kinds of questions like, "What do you do when a guy says this, or somebody says that, or how should I pursue this or that?" She was always there, very generous with her time, because I think Susie at her heart, even though she's technically a coach, she's really, I think, below the surface, undergirding that as a teacher. And I think that's where she comes from, and a very generous one at that. So it's my pleasure that she's getting the Lee Salmon Award, who I knew Lee for some years. In fact, he and I had offices in the same building. So I know his values and I know Susie's, and it's so appropriate that she's getting this award now. I wish you nothing but the best, Susie, and hope to see you soon over lunch. Take good care. Bye now.